Hey folks, this is Vint with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly review Marble Age Remastered. It's important to stress that the game is still 2 weeks away from releasing. The game is due out on November 3rd, 2020. I am in contact with the developers regarding feedback and issues that I'm having. They have informed me that they're working on balance right now. So what you're about to see should be, for the most part, reflective of the final product, but be warned that they may make some changes prior to release. So, yeah, what is Marble Age Remastered? Well, Marble Age Remastered is a remake of the original Marble Age game, which I think was released back in 2015. It is a resource management game where you managed a Greek civilization and you had to see them through various events. You got to construct buildings, you got to research technologies, but primarily, it was a turn-based game where you earn this resource, this resource, this resource. You got to adjust the rate at which you earn these various resources, and that was the primary crux of the game. It was one of those, okay, based on the events that are coming up, I need this resource and this resource. So I need to prioritize, okay, I need these workers on this resource primarily. I need these workers to take a step back from this resource because I don't need it right now. I've reached my cap and so on. Well, Marble Age Remastered is along the same vein. It's a turn-based resource management slider game of sorts where you're going to be sliding your available workers across various resources on the map to earn these resources, and then you use those resources to, again, research technologies, construct buildings, and so on. As you construct buildings and as you research technologies, more things will be made available to you on the map that you're looking at. So in the very beginning, you've just got your little central town. But let's say that through technology, you've researched the military tech, a new building will pop up, and then that will allow you to assign workers to that building, which will generate military resources for you, which is necessary for the combat in this game, or combat events, I should say. You'll be able to research farming. That's another thing. So you'll be able to assign available villagers to farms, and you'll get food and grow your population. And again, the primary goal of this game is you're going to be presented with various events throughout your reign. I think it's like 300 turns or something like that. And you have to successfully make your way through these, and some are instant game over events where, if you get invaded, game over, or if you fail, you lose points, and at the end of your term, you're going to be graded and given points based on your reign. So the idea here is get the most amount of points possible and, try and beat your high score previous. That's the game. You can play as one of three of civilizations. There's the Athens, there's Sparta, and there's Corinth. And I'm under embargo with the Corinth, so I can't really tell you too much about that. But I did play as the Athens. And my experience going in, I will say that there's 3 difficulties. There's easy, medium, and hard. Even on easy, and this was my primary complaint with the game, even on easy, I failed twice. Instant game over, like 10, 15 turns in because I was invaded. I couldn't research the military tech fast enough. And my complaint with the game was, for a game that allows you to construct a civilization, it seems like the game is funneling you into a specific path so that you can clear these events that are popping up from time to time. So I did provide this feedback to the developers. Whether or not they change it, I don't know. But I do want the game to be easier on the easy mode. And I also want a sandbox. Right now, there is no way to turn off these events. I just want to grow a civilization and play. I don't want to be forced into, I've got to grow my civilization this way, or I need to concentrate on this in order to get past this event coming up. Oh, I'm about to be invaded by Rome. So in order to get past Rome, I might have to try and delay them and then grow my military, focus on this military branch so like you're forced down certain paths in order to get past these events, and I don't like that. As a civilization, I want to be able to focus on what I want and just try and survive for as long as possible against the other factions that are out there. Speaking of which, you'll be discovering more lands as you go. You'll get these envoys and explorers, and you can go to the map and and remove the fog of war. You can settle on these lands. You can't actually see them specifically, like you can't zoom in and out between these different lands. You can only see your primary starting area, but you'll be able to put these populations down on these on these explored lands and generate resources. And you can pick what resource you want to focus on, which is cool. There's also military in this, so if I want to, when I've discovered Sparta and Corinth and other factions, I can invade them and make their civilization weaker. I can do a multitude of things, but you need to have the person available to do it. Like, you just can't keep taking the action over and over again. You need a specific person, like an envoy or a military whatever they're called. You need a specific resource person that will generate over the course of several turns before you can actually do that. But if you don't want military, you can trade, you can give them gifts and they'll like you more, and then you can form alliances with them. That I like. So it acts like a civilization game. It's just right now you're limited to a story mode that focuses on, I need to do this, I need to do this. And that's the part I don't like. I want a sandbox mode, and I want to create the civilization that I want. That's my biggest thing with this game. Right now, again, with easy mode being more difficult than what it should be, I feel like I'm being forced into a particular path that, and on top of that, it's like I feel like I'm going to have to replay the game several times and memorize what events are coming up so that I can prepare for them next time. That's sort of like cheesing it, you know what I mean? So, again, it's another reason why I just want a sandbox mode. I don't care for the events, personally. But I love everything else about the game. I love that you can adjust sliders and focus on this resource next and, focus on that. I like that, I can wreak havoc and go to war with this faction, but then befriend this one. I can trade with that one, and so on. So, Marble Age Remastered, I did not receive a price tag on my press email, so I don't know what the game is going to be priced at. But I will say that it was a lot of fun, despite the easy mode being too difficult. Marble Age itself is, the one that was released back in 2015, is $7 on Steam right now. And it's actually 70% off until October 21st. So if you want to see what Marble Age Remastered is going to be like, somewhat, I would say buy the original game for $2 right now and give it a go to see if you like that whole turn-based manage resource thing. The two games are not terribly dissimilar from one another. Again, this is a remaster, so it's not going to be terribly dissimilar. It looks better. It's very nice to look at. The screens are a bit easier to read, but at the same time, I feel like I still think that there's a lack of sandbox mode. But anyway, if you want to know what Marble Age Remastered is going to play like, go check out the original Marble Age from 2015. Give that a go and see if you like the general gameplay. The Marble Age Remastered makes the game look a lot nicer, which is good. So, yeah, I mean, do I recommend this one? Absolutely. So as long as it's not outrageously priced, above $15-20, something like that. But they've remastered the graphics and the music. They've updated technologies and various buildings. There's new events, trials, achievements, and there's new gameplay mechanics, and they've improved balances. But again, I'm covering this game 2 weeks before release, so just be warned that they may be adjusting some of my issues prior to release. But I do want to give this a thumbs up. I do recommend it. The developers have made a number of games like this, like Egypt, Old Kingdom, pre-dynastic Egypt. I think there was Bronze Age and a number of other ones. And there's also some demos out there too. Marble Age has a demo. Egypt, Old Kingdom has a demo. I'm not sure if pre-dynastic Egypt does or does not. But anyway, if you want to see what any of those games play like, give it a shot. Marble Age itself is only $2 right now, the original one from 2015. So there's no reason to not be able to try before you buy when it comes to Marble Age Remastered. And I do recommend it. Despite my frustrations right now with the current build that I'm playing, I still like it. I love the idea of a turn-based civilization builder that's very casual, semi-casual right now. But once they make the easy mode easier, if they do, and if they made a sandbox, then I would be happy as a clam with this. So, yeah, I would say give this one a look at the very least. It's quite good. If you guys haven't already, subscribe to me on Twitch and YouTube. That way you can stay up to date with any new content I'm going to publish. This is Vince. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.